Colin, this time of the year, we end up with a lot of these kuih, and I normally just don't know what to do with them.
We have a few options to look at.
Okay.
So for kuih from during the Chinese New Year period.
Right.
So we can do a steam one with
What's the easiest one?
steam with grated coconut
Okay.
with some salt in it. That's it.
Okay,
right?
show me that one first, so
Okay.
that I can get rid of them.
So you basically need to cut some down. Basically, this has been sliced through a little bit, and then just warm through steaming about 10-15 minutes.
That's so messy.
It's gooey, it's gungy, but it's easy. It's
So you can put it on any plate?
on any plate. Then the best thing is it's just like 2 spoons
Oh, so it's like an onde thing.
without
The filling.
filling. So it's a bit gooey. It's kind of.
But it's
molasses.
made from, this is made from glutinous rice flour, right?
Flour and sugar. That's
So
it.
it's the same thing to an extent.
It has a chewy texture of onde.
But there's no gula melaka in there.
No, there's none.
So you don't add anything.
No sugar added extra. It's just on a grated coconut with some salt. So, Chris, you want to talk a little bit? About
Okay, so I always use my antique china for serving this, and this is very unusual famille rose. It's very early, mid 19th century, and this was actually made for. It's a special order china for a special family. So there's an order there. There's a name for the owners, Tesuo. I think the special ingredient there is the salt.
Just to balance off the sweetness of the kuih, because it can be quite sweet as well, the variety that we use here. Yeah.
It's so much like salted caramel.
It has the flavor,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. And then
So easy enough to make.
very easy, very easy.
So this is the second popular way of having it.
Yep, another afternoon tea time snack you get by street vendors, everything. So it's a sandwich of the kuih, yam and sweet potato.
Okay.
And then it will be dipped in a batter and then deep fried as a fritter.
And what batter is that?
This is made from rice flour, wheat flour with some oil, baking powder,
Also your goreng pisang flour.
batter type, yeah. Hopefully it sticks.
Now this is going to be hot when it comes up, right?
Yeah, it will be.
And we'll be serving them in these. Well, these are some of my favorite plates. I think these Nonya plates, and I insist on using them because if they're not used, then you know you don't own them.
You
So-
should use, yeah.
So this is made special order, Kujubi, and I'm told that she was the first wife of Zhang Taiping, the Capitan China.
Sanchina.
For her wedding, they made this. There was special order done for her. Yeah, so they're very precious because they're not phoenix, you know. They're pheasants.
Pheasants.
So hopefully, we'll start the trend of people using this, and there'll be more demand for it.
So I think it's a bit too hot for you to try.
Yes, but it looks beautiful.
So the next one we're doing is the pengat. So for chap gourmet, we will do a pengat. So we have steamed roots of sweet potatoes. So 3 colors of sweet potatoes: purple, orange, and yellow. Yam, and then usually we add on the kuih, and then we have pisang raja as
So
well.
is this like a Malay or Nonya dish, right?
I think definitely a Nyonya dish. Yeah.
Because the Malay dish would have the same santan, but we did just one thing on it, I think.
Very not as they have other potatoes or the durian or nangka. They
Right.
will do very simple. So you have the santan cooked here with a little bit of sago, which I think helps to thicken the sauce so that you have a slightly thicker sauce to go with it, and pandan leaf inside and white sugar. Generally it's white sugar, but some people like to put a small piece of gula melaka for extra flavor. But
I think the key to this is that you need to steam this beforehand and cut it, because otherwise, if you cut it raw and put it in there, it'll be a big mess, right?
The color will bleach out as well, especially with the yam. This purple sweet potato will color everything. and also the cooking time of all the roots are slightly different as well.
So this is warmed through, right?
Yeah, so now you're basically warming it through.
Yeah.
So I'm going to add the sweet potatoes.
So this is an afternoon tea as well as can be an after dinner dessert thing.
It can be after meal dessert, definitely. I think in our culture it's definitely an after dinner dessert.
I think it'd be great as pengat ice cream, you know?
Convert this into ice cream, should try it out. Can we have a new coin then? A new ice cream maker.
Let's hire him. So it doesn't have to be diced like so finely, right? This is how the Nonians would have done it.
The Nonians would have done it because I think it has to be
everything's
chomel,
yes.
But then the diamond shape, there was always this, I think, arguments between Bobo Cha Cha and pengat whether one should be diamond shaped or one should be cut into this like batons. There was always this discussion with different families. But I don't know.
Tastes all the same, I think.
Tastes all the same, but I mean, we've always cut it diamond shapes in my family.
So this is the Kuih.
Yes.
And that would just take a minute, right? Otherwise it would just boil and melt inside.
And melt into it, yeah. Everything should just be warmed through.
Yes.
That's all. Yeah.
I don't think I've had this with the Kuih. Not very common.
Only because of Chinese New Year is something that
and to use up the Kuih.
The Kuih, so it's another option to add on the Kuih. So you just let this warm through.
So it's 3 useful ways of having your leftover Kuih for the end of Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
This is the cricket series and it's fluted. They look a bit like Japanese porcelain, but I'm told that it is the most favorite porcelain of the Emperor's Dowager Cixi.
Oh.
Yes. And I'm sure it makes your pengat taste better. Oh, that's the Kuih there.
The heat will just soften it up.
Lovely. Any leftovers, if you don't want your Kuih, send them my way. Okay?